Hi everybody, it's Meridy here with Not Just for Boys Kit Club. Welcome back. Today I'm super excited to show you our kits this month, and it's also National Scrapbooking Day here in a few minutes, so I have a couple special things to show you for that. But I am going to jump right in with our kit, which is called Gumballs and Swizzle Sticks, and it's so cute. I love it so much, and I hope you guys do too. So let me just jump right in with the paper. The first sheet of paper in this month's kit is actually a birthday themed piece of paper from the Make-A-Wish Birthday Boy collection by Echo Park, and it's like sprinkles on one side and cut-aparts on the other. But this is not a birthday theme kit, so don't think that this whole theme is, or kit is birthday theme. The next paper we have is from the Cartabella Mercantile line, and this one is called Blast Soda Caps, and it's these little tiny soda cap icons over and over and over. Next, we have a piece of paper from the Blast Off line by Echo Park Paper, and this one is called Explore Plaid, and the B side is this star, like retro star looking pattern, and the A side is plaid. Next, we have another paper from the Blast Off line from Echo Park Paper, and this one is called Stargazer, and it's yellow suns on one side and these awesome retro looking stars on the other side. And the colors, as you could see, even though these are three different lines that we've got going on here, the colors perfectly blend with one another. Next, we've got another paper from Cartabella from their Back to School line. And again, this isn't necessarily a back to school kit, but there are a couple little elements that are school related. At least the A side of this is the cut-aparts, and then the B side is just this red herringbone pattern. So if you don't like the school side, you can always use this red side. Focus on it more. Next, we have another piece of paper from the Make-A-Wish Birthday Boy line from Echo Park Paper, and this one is called Party Like a Rock Star. So it's these yellow zigzags on one side and these like starburst shapes on the other side. Again, perfect colors for all of this. Next, we have the Gingham Bold collection from Echo Park Paper, and this is the leaf green gingham. So it's smaller gingham on one side and larger green gingham on the other. And there's actually 10 sheets of paper in this month's kit, so it has one more sheet of paper than we usually use because I was having so much fun pulling this kit together. The next paper is also from the Cartabella Mercantile line, and it is called 4x4 journaling cards. So it's just got this like retro pattern on the back and like rainbow colors and cut-aparts on the front. It's a kind of a shopping vibe there on the cut-aparts, a lot of them, and then the back is obviously super versatile and masculine, can be used great with little boys. Next, we have another paper from the Mercantile Cartabella line, and this one is called Vintage Cars, and it's red striped on the B side and these awesome little vintage cars on the A side, and I love them. It kind of even reminds me of like Disneyland cars or like carnival cars from when I was little, something like that, like at the little fairs. And the last piece of paper, the 10th piece, is again from the Mercantile line from Cartabella, and this one is called Multi-Journaling Cards. So the B side is kind of like a tertiary color scheme of just red and yellow and tan, and then the A side is all of these amazing cut-aparts with gumballs and swizzle sticks, which is not where we got the name from. We did not get the name from this picture. Paula and I brainstormed the name for this kit, and then after we picked it, I saw this and I said, oh my gosh, it was sitting right there, Gumballs and Swizzle Sticks. So then I just am loving this kit so much. So let me show you, these are the 10 papers that are included, and let me show you the embellishments included in the Limitless kit. Okay, the first embellishment, as you may have thought, it might be something else from the Mercantile line. It's the 12x12 element sticker sheet from the Mercantile line, and it's just so much fun. I just love so much about this. So there's all kinds of icons on there. And then we have a Luna Alphabet Puffy stickers from Bella Boulevard in Macintosh color. And we do already have all of these alphabets in our hands. So don't worry, we are not going to be switching the color on any of you at the last minute. By the way, thank you to anyone that volunteered to take a black or a white alphabet last month. That was really stressful. What was happening there, and we're not really sure what happened, but thank you all that volunteered on our Facebook group to take a black or a white alphabet last month. hopefully that won't happen again anytime soon. It also comes with this 6x6 stencil from the Our Baby Boy line from Echo Park, and I just loved it because the arrows looked very like a vintage retro-y vibe to me, so I thought it had to be included in this kit. And then there are 2 different ephemera packs included in this month's kit. This first one is again from the Mercantile line. I kind of went heavy on items from this Mercantile line because it was so bright and so colorful and had so many different good elements in it that I just had to keep using them. So this has 34 die cut pieces in it, and I'm going to quickly show you them. There's a little frame. This is the frames and tags. A couple of frames here, a couple different tags, of course, frames and tags. It's an add to cart kind of day. That's funny. Just a couple. Shopping is my other hobby. Antiquedom I love. We've just got a bunch of little tags. Photo opportunity, 5 and dime, the pony rides, different frames and tags, basically. A coffee cup, priceless, ice cream sundae, soda pop lid, the little vintage car, all kinds of, oh, and there's Gumballs, soda pop, cool stuff, hooray. We all scream for ice cream. So there's all kinds of little frames and tags there. And then the second pack of ephemera is actually the Cartabella Back to School ephemera. So these are school themed, and it has 34 pieces because these the color scheme of this kit also reminded me of like elementary school type colors. And I put that one school theme paper in there. Best day ever, back to school. So there are a few school themed things in here. First day of school. And then there's just random things that aren't necessarily themed to anything, just some random like frame, like there's a frame here, another frame in here, another frame there, leader, problem solver, some little tags, read, and things like that. So, okay, that is our Limitless kit. It comes with 10 papers and the 5 packs of embellishments. And that is that kit. So I'm going to put these back in their bags, and then I'm going to leave the paper sitting out here and show you our Essentials kit. Okay, and our Essentials kit comes with 5 different embellishments as well. So the first thing that the Essentials kit comes with is this Make-A-Wish Birthday Boy sticker sheet. And I realize this is birthday themed. There's also plenty of stickers that don't have a theme to them at all. Stars, ice cream, border stickers, stuff like that. But it matches so great with this. I'm really excited to use that. The next thing that we have is, I thought that these stencils were so cool and retro looking. So there's a whole alphabet and numbers set of stencils in here. That's that old school like stencils. So I thought they would be really cute to ink through for a title. They say they're reusable. So they're pretty thick cardboard. They're not plastic, but I think you could ink through them and use them multiple times. You don't just need to use it once and it's done. You can also trace in there. So I'm excited to make a title for one of my pages using these stencils and like that old school vibe. The next thing is the frames and tags. And this one is the back to school frames and tags. So these are a few, read, achieve, little apple. So it's little star. It's not all school related, but there are some sayings like school days that are obviously school related. This one has a little frame. Let's see. Leader, don't be afraid to color outside of the lines. Like those could be used on anything. Stacks of books. Problem solver. I love arts and crafts. Oh, okay. So there's those. There was 34 die cut pieces in this pack. And then there's 2 more items that come in the Essentials kit, and that is this Elfin Magic Shimmers Paints Vibes. So this is like a mist, a splattery mist, and it's in this green color, which obviously, as you can see, coordinates perfectly with this kit. And last but not least is a set of trim, and I'm going to take this out so I can show you. It's 3 different types of trim. There's a yard of each of them in here. So let me see if I can unfold this nicely. The first trim is very bright and colorful and really coordinates great with this kit. This next trim is like a little bit more of that vintage vibe and a little more subdued, but again, it matches like that off-white background in a lot of the papers here. Okay, and the last trim is this blue and white rickrack trim, and it perfectly matches like all those bright shades of blue throughout this kit. So there's 3 yards of trim that are included. So those 5 things are in the Essentials kit. And then I'm going to show you the subscriber freebie is what I will show you next. So if you subscribe to our kits, any combination or just one kit, you know, you don't have to subscribe to all 3. Any amount that you subscribe to, you will be getting a subscriber freebie in your box. So let me show you what that is, because I really love them. It's these fun retro buttons, and I love them. There are 15 of them. They're wooden buttons, but they have, and you're gonna get a random assortment, you guys. You might not get the exact same amount of the exact same colors that I'm showing you right now, but you're gonna get a random amount, and they're so cute and retro looking, like those patterns and the stars and the colors, and they match the kit just great. So that is your subscriber freebie this month that all of the subscribers are going to get in their box. Okay, moving on. Let me start by showing you, I'm going to show you the mixed media that I have pulled from my stash to coordinate with this kit. So you might already have some of these mixed media colors. Of course, this is coming with the kit, so I'm going to leave it right there. But the rest of this I just pulled out of my stash. So if you have something similar to it, you might want to pull it out to get ready. Or if you don't, some of this stuff is available in the store. I will tell you which is and which things are and which things are not available in the store. So first of all, I pulled my old Nuvo Mica Mist in Nebula Blue, which has been discontinued, but many of you have this. We've carried it in the store before. So if you have that, it's looks pretty good with this kit, if I do say so myself. Next, we'll go through some of these Distress Oxide inks. I loved Mowed Lawn, and Tumbled Glass, and Chipped Sapphire, because this navy in here, and Broken China, because there's this lighter blue in here and this brighter blue in here in some of these things, and Fossilized Amber, and Candied Apple. And there aren't, even though this is very colorful, like that's pretty much it for the colors. There is a little bit of orange in this kit, but not too much. But I just really liked those 6 colors. I didn't feel like I needed to pull, you know, 9 or 10 colors for this. I think those looked good. And then, so all of those are available in the store. And then I'm gonna go through my Nuvo crystal drops. So I have Red Berry, which is, these crystal drops are available in the store too. There's Red Berry and Autumn Red, and Woodland Green, and Iceberg Blue Jewel Drops. So these are kind of transparent. And Midnight Blue Crystal Drops. These are, I think this color has been discontinued, so I do not believe we have that one. And Dandelion Yellow Crystal Drops. I also think that they have been out of stock for months where we get our Nuvo drops, so we do not have those in the store, but we should have the other colors. But any bright primary colors of mixed media supplies that you have will look really great with this kit. And I have something exciting next. As you may have known, we have discussed and that we're going to start carrying a few custom Not Just for Boys stamp sets again. And for National Scrapbook Day, we've released 2 brand new stamp sets that have never been released before. So I'm going to show you one of them right now because I need to show you it in order to fill out my color swatch. So this is the thank you note that you all get in your kits when you order. And on the back side is the color swatch. And there's a space to write the kit name, which is Gumballs and Swizzle sticks. And then, as you know, there are these areas for the color swatching of the different inks, and there are 6 of them, and I have exactly 6 inks this time, which normally I don't. So normally I have to figure out which 6 inks are the most prominent and only use those, but today I can use all 6 of them. And I've got my little stamping blocks here because our newest stamp set that we have released today is this, I believe it's called Scribbles, Splatters, and Stitches, okay? It could be in a different order. Stitches, Splatters, and Scribbles. I can't remember, guys, okay? But I'll link it in this video. But here is the stamp set, and as you can see, there are scribbles, like my little scribbly lines that I often make around my layout at the end, and I just scribble a little. I made 6 of those little scribbles into various size stamps. So if you wanted to do that technique and all you want to do is draw a line around your page, you could come in with these little scribble stamps and just stamp. So there's the scribbles. Then the splatters. You obviously can see the splatters. They're somewhat similar to splatter stamps that we've carried in the past, but different, a different scale. So they're a little bit bigger, some are smaller, but they're really cool splatters. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individual splatters. Oh, stars. We could have said stars in there too. I sketched 3 stars because I just thought that those are very usable, sketchy stars. And a circle, which doesn't start with an S, but still sounds like it, with the little scribbles on it too, okay? And then the 2 stitching stamps. So this one looks like it stitches like back and forth, like you've ran a sewing machine back and forth. And this one is just a single stitched line. And obviously you can use those around your layouts to look like stitches. Okay, and then there's 3 hexagons because not just for boys, we love hexagons. So these hexagons are going to be the same size as these hexagons. I hope, because I have not tried these. I have not even taken them out of the package yet. So we will soon see. So what I'm going to do is stamp the largest size hexagons. I'm going to stamp with the largest hexagon stamp in the most prominent colors from this kit. So I think the light blue one is super prominent, and the green. I think those are the most prominent colors. So I'm going to stamp 1 in there, and then I'm going to get my Lawn Fun stamp cleaner chamois, which we do carry these in the store as well. Because since we're getting more stamps, we needed a few stamp supplies. So that's really nice, and it cleans your stamps really nicely. And then I'm going to stamp the other large hexagon in green. And they are fitting well, the full size, so I'm pretty happy about that. I will write the colors. This is Tumbled Glass, and this is Mowed Lawn. And guys, we always try to not sell out of things fast. So if for some reason these stamps sell out quickly, we will be getting more. Do not worry. Okay, just throwing that out there because we estimate as best as we can. I don't know how popular these are going to be, so we can get more if they sell out quickly. Okay, and then I'm going to get the medium-sized hexagon here. And I'm going to stamp yellow, the fossilized amber. And then I think I'm going to use the red candied apple because there is quite a bit of red in here. Oh, that really didn't pick up the ink very well. I haven't, what's the word, conditioned these stamps yet because I literally just opened them. So I think after I condition them and use them, they will stamp a little more solidly. And the ink I'm using is Distress Oxide. Yeah, that looks much better after I roughed up the stamp a little with my hand. Okay, and then that was Candied Apple, and this is Fossilized Amber. Okay, so Broken China and Chipped Sapphire are going to be these last two, which I'm going to use this little mini hexagon for. I should get a pencil eraser and condition it first, but I don't have one close at hand, so this is what it is. Chipped Sapphire and Broken China. Ooh, that one stamped really nice. I'm also going fast to try to do this on video, so I'm not probably taking my time as much as I should to line things up. So now I have my whole color swatch for my kit using my new stamp sets. And guys, I plan on using the stamp set a lot this month in my videos, so you will see more of it. Since I'm talking about stamp sets and new stamp sets already, I think I should show you our other new stamp set for the month, this month, that we have released for just in time for National Scrapbooking Day. So the other stamp set, you have often seen me take my branding strips and the little piece that's left on the bottom of the branding strips. In the past, I have stamped little miniature alphabet capital letters on it and cut them apart and use them as letter tiles. I will, I'm gonna link a video where I show how to do that. So we have a new stamp set that we designed of the little tiny letters that fit perfectly on a 1/2 inch strip of paper, which is the size of a branding strip, so that you can cut them apart and use them like little letter tile alphabets in your titles of your layouts. So I'm super excited. There's the alphabet and the number set, and then an ampersand and an asterisk and a period, a comma, an exclamation point, or you can make a colon or semicolon with that. So I cannot wait to use these. Now I finally have a source for you to get them. When I use them on my pages, I always say, oh, these stamps are so old, because it was just an old set that I had, and now you can finally get them. So these are new as well. So I am going to pick this up and show you our acrylics and paper cuts and sequin mix and our finishing touch mix for this month. So I will get all that. Okay guys, the cuts this month are fabulous. I'm gonna start with the cardstock cuts, and the first one is this cute little balloons. Oops, I think it's I don't know which way it goes. It could go either way, that way or that way. So I'll just put it like that. It's so cute. Next we have a little schoolhouse with the letter S in honor of the school things that came in this month's kit, and school is almost out. Yay! I can't believe by the time this airs, I'm going to be picking my daughter up from college so soon. The next one is this pinwheel, and it's perfect for this month's kit. And then I adore and love so very much this gumball machine. Oh my gosh, it is the cutest thing ever. I want to back all the little gumballs in different colors and make it red and silver, and I can't wait to use that one. And then Paula did a fabulous job on all of these amazing acrylics. So first there's one that says Crazy Silly Fun, and you can pick 3 different color options for that. It will be in the drop down menu when you are on the website. So there's those 3 colors. And then there's a Happy Birthday, and it's such a cool fun font. It's very vintage vibe. It totally goes with the vibe of this month's kit. And again, that's available in all 3 different colors. You'll pick it from the drop down menu when you go to checkout. And then there are these super cute trio of party hats. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. And you'll see all the colors just match across all of the acrylics this month. And then we have our Not Just for Boys arrows. And if you've been following us for a while, you know that every so often we make these same style of arrows in colors to match that month's kit. So I don't know that we've ever had any in these primary colors before. So I'm really excited about that. And then you guys, this is my favorite set. It's a trio of embellishments. Okay, I'm gonna move this off to the side to show you because this is hard for me to pick up. So it comes with one little microscope and a pair of scissors, so it could be used for like school things. And this gumball machine is so cute, and it comes with all 6 little gumballs in there. So these are the acrylics and paper cuts that we have this month, and oh my gosh, they are fabulous. I love them.
And here is our cute sequin mix. It looks like it has little candies in it. And this is our flatback pearl mix, which looks kind of like bubblegum balls to me.
Okay guys, I have another exciting thing that we are starting to offer in our store, and we decided what better way to introduce it than on National Scrapbooking Day. So often, very often, I am asked about making some girl theme kits or girl theme layouts. I guess people want to see me make more feminine looking layouts on YouTube especially. But of course that's not what we do here at Not Just for Boys. Like, we're trying to make layouts that are not very feminine because that was the niche that we're trying to fill here at Not Just for Boys. Like, that's what our whole kit club is about. So we decided, Paula and I decided, after, you know, many requests for some more girly looking layouts on YouTube and process videos, that we would experiment and try to do some things. So what we're doing is we have made a little offspurt of Not Just for Boys, and as many of you know, our tagline on our website says Not Just for Boys, Scrapbooking Beyond Hearts and Flowers. Okay, like that's our little tagline on our website. So our little offshoot classes that online classes that we're making are literally going to be called Hearts and Flowers. Okay, because it's the hearts and flowers of scrapbooking. And these are just going to be small classes. They're totally virtual. They do not come with a kit. They do not come with supplies, but there is a sample one that is up on YouTube right now. It's like a free sample basically. It's not a full size class. It's just going to be 2 12 by 12 layouts in that free sample. But the full size classes are going to be 2 to 3 times that size. So you can read all the details on our website in the listing of the products, but I'm going to show you the free sample, and I'm going to show you the things what it is, so that you'll know what to expect, and then you can go watch the free sample video if you want to see basically what the full size classes will be like. So first of all, when you purchase a class, the Hearts and Flowers class, you're going to get a PDF download. And this is a terrible, terrible copy because my printer is dying, okay? But I wanted to print it out so I could show you. Like, the colors are not very bright on this because my printer is totally dying. I need a new printer. But, like, for instance, this free sample one is just 3 pages long because we're only making 2 layouts. But it's going to show you the tools and supplies that you're going to need, that I use. It shows you the tools and supplies that I use. So it's going to tell you exactly what papers I use to create these layouts, and exactly what elements and embellishments I used. Then it tells what tools I use, such as my paper trimmer, my ruler, a pen, double-sided adhesive, like basics, light blue teal ink pad, and it says I use the speckled egg distress oxide, 5 feet of thin baker's twine. That's because I used 5 feet of baker's twine. It tells you everything that I used here. Then it lists out the photo sizes that I used. So for the first page, I used 2 3x4 landscape orientation photos. The second page, I used 1 3x4 portrait orientation photo. These are very flexible. You can use any size pictures. It doesn't have to be the same size that I use. So that's the first page of the instructions that you're gonna get. Then the second page of the instructions will be the cut guides. It's gonna show you exactly how to cut the 3 papers that I used. Now, maybe you're not using these same papers, but you have a cut apart tag paper and a floral paper and a patterny paper with tiny patterns and a piece of white paper. So you would just cut these cuts from those patterns of paper, okay? You don't have to be using the same papers that I have, but maybe you do have them, okay? And then the last page is really, really basic instructions, because there is a video when you scan the QR code at the beginning. Every single Hearts and Flowers class is going to have a different QR code that will take you to a private video to watch me put together these layouts. Okay, so the directions typed out here are very generic, and it basically says refer to the video for more details. And then there's a picture of each layout. So I will show you the two layouts in this free sample are these two. And they were made with, I'm gonna show you what supplies I used, because I try not to use a ton of supplies, because if you're trying to make it exactly like I am, you don't want to have to go buy a bunch of supplies. And we're not selling the supplies. This is just things that you might have in your stash. So I used one sticker sheet from True Colors, Simple Stories. I used the tag cut apart paper from this line. I used this floral paper from the True Colors line. And then I used this paper from the True Colors line. So I used 3 sheets of paper, a piece of white cardstock, and a sticker sheet. And then that's what we create. And there are hardly any scraps left over from this. So I feel like I needed to tell you something important. Oh, I know what I needed to tell you. So just for this month only, we are selling these little kits. I think they're like $5. They're not very much, $5 or $6 of these supplies just to get you started. We're not going to continue these every single time, but we are doing it just for National Scrapbook Day. Like, it's a little special, inexpensive kit of supplies, and you can use it with this class. So you can look in the store and find these, but in the future for the Hearts and Flowers classes, we will not be selling the physical products for them. It's just too much. It's just too much. And we're not about Hearts and Flowers. We're about not just for boys, but a lot of people requested some tutorials using more feminine products. So we hope that this fills that gap. And as I'm looking at these, I realize I maybe should have put another little bow right there, and it's going to drive me crazy. So I think I'm going to have to go back and do that. Anyway, so that is the Hearts and Flowers classes. So this is the free sample that's available this month. Obviously it's free. You just check out from the store. Once you check out, this will come, a download PDF of all this information will come to your email, and then you can just hop on over to YouTube. You can use this QR code, but it's a public YouTube video, this particular one. So you can just hop on YouTube and watch my video. But that's a sample of what the rest of them will look like. So there is an actual Hearts and Flowers class available this month, and it will just be on our website probably indefinitely, because it's just a virtual class. So these are the 5 layouts that you'll end up making with that class. And I will link that class in the description as well. But again, we do not have physical products that go with this. It's just a link to the sample instructions and the process video, and you can use items from your stash to follow along. Okie doke. Let's see. I think I'm going to go back and show you what pictures I plan on scrapbooking this month using our Gumballs and Swizzle Sticks kits. So I've pulled 8 sets of pictures to scrapbook this month. And the first set of pictures is my son at a 50s diner eating a milkshake. And it was after an eye doctor appointment. So obviously the retro vibe we've got going because we're in a 50s diner, which we frequent a lot. So you're gonna see pictures from this diner come up this month a lot when I'm working, because I always snap a few pictures in the diner, and then I don't ever have supplies to scrapbook them. So this kit was perfect for them. And I used to work there in high school. So that's a little fun fact. Another set of pictures I have is my other son in Disneyland. He's just got his Monsters University hat on and eating ice cream in this one. So of course there's ice cream and whatnot in some of the icons in here, and it's perfect. This kit would look perfect for like theme parks or fairs or stuff like that, because the colors are so nice and bright. Okay, next, since there are a few school vibe and school theme things in this month's kit, I have a picture of my youngest making his like about me poster in kindergarten with his little patch on his eye. But again, it was bright colors. I liked the way it looked with this kit. And then I have another set of pictures from our favorite 50s diner again. And this is the hilarious ice cream that we let him order only on his birthday. It is disgusting, you guys. It has frosting all over the outside of the sundae cup. It's got donuts, donut holes, whipped cream, sparklers. So it's like on fire. There's sparklers when they bring it to him. It's like his favorite thing in the world. He does not eat that whole thing by himself, and we don't even finish it as a family, or five of us don't even finish it. He just thinks it's hilarious, so we have let him get it on his last 2 birthdays. But again, 50s diner, retro vibe. It was great for this kit. And one more page from the 50s diner, guys. Sorry, it's a lot. But again, I take pictures when we're there often, and I don't have a lot of supplies that are that themed to scrapbook them. So it really went well for this month. So I've got my 3 kids sitting at the booth, and it was the first day of fall break. And I actually have a little letter that I'm going to include. I think I'm going to find the original letter if I still have it, or somehow print this out on paper or something. It was them asking my youngest, he got into a special math class, and they gave him that letter the last day of school before fall break. So, but it's really hard to read it that tiny, so I have to figure out something else. Okay, next, no more 50s diner, but it is a restaurant, and it is Oregano's, which you may have, because I know there's Oregano's a lot of places, and it was my birthday, so I'm blowing out my candle and my Pizookie. So, of course, there was that piece of birthday paper in there, so I just decided that those would be great to scrapbook with this, especially it's got the green and the red, so it kind of coordinates nicely. So there's that. And then I wanted to look for another school vibe picture to use some more of the school things, and I found my son's kindergarten picture. It's just the school picture, but I thought I could make it look cute with some of the school embellishments that we have. And then last but not least, I have a picture of my son playing basketball or skee ball or something, some sort of game, basketball, I guess, in the little machines, you know, that they have like in arcades and stuff like that. And I thought that would go cute too. So I've got those 8 sets of pictures that I'm going to work with this month. And I showed you all of the things for this month and the new things for celebrating National Scrapbook Day, our new stamps, our new offshoot of Not Just for Boys called Hearts and Flowers. I hope you guys enjoy that. At least, if anything, I would love for you to get the free sample one, just so you could see what it's like. And yeah, enjoy, guys. I will see you back in a couple of days with my first process video, okay? Bye.